It's an issue that's been debated for a long time. Should you practice cardio or weightlifting first? There are a lot of theories floating around about this topic. Some are actual first-hand experiences, while others are complete nonsense. Be sure to watch the video in its entirety to determine whether cardio is best before or after weight training. The truth is, the answer to that question is complex. Every person's situation is unique. However, it all boils down to the individual's fitness objectives. It's crucial to understand a few facts about how the human body functions before making an educated decision about whether you should do cardio or lift weights first when you go to the gym. Cardio first. If your objective is to be in shape with a respectable amount of muscle to turn heads with, cardio before lifting weights is a good option. Your heart rate, internal temperature, and metabolism will be boosted early in your exercise if you start with cardio first. When it's time to start bumping iron, your heart rate will rise, burning more calories than if you were merely lifting weights or elected to lift weights first. Of course, practicing cardio first means you'll have less energy for the rest of your exercise. You'll need all of your energy to get those last 2 repetitions done when lifting heavy and trying to bulk up. Lifting weights first. You have all the energy you need to lift as hard as you desire when heading straight to the weights. But unfortunately, this facilitates the development of massive, bulging muscles. Furthermore, because your body's anaerobic energy system to fuel your weightlifting activity is less effective than the aerobic system, your glycogen reserves deplete at a quicker pace. When it's time for aerobic activity, you'll start burning fat sooner. Let's run through a few scenarios to see what works best for each person now that you have a basic grasp of the energy systems that power the human body and the varied efficiency of both systems. Men who want to bulk up. If you're a person seeking to develop muscle mass, begin your routine with weightlifting and conclude with cardio to burn off any excess fat. Because weightlifting is an anaerobic, high-intensity activity, your body consumes a lot more glycogen than if you were doing aerobic exercise. After lifting weights, your body will be ready to burn fat. A 30-minute cardiovascular workout should be enough to burn any fat buildup around those bulgy muscles you've been working so hard to get. Men who want to be in shape and gain muscle. Most fitness-conscious men find themselves in this situation. You want to keep doing cardio for days because of the numerous health benefits. And it's always wonderful to be the only one of your pals who isn't weary after a game of flag football. You want to have some good muscles that you can fly now and again. But you're not concerned with becoming the next Mr. Universe. If this describes you, it's usually best to start with cardio and then go on to weights. Because getting your cardio exercise out of the way first raises your heart rate, metabolism, and internal temperature, so it's a good idea to do so first. When it's time to go over to the weights, your heart rate will remain elevated. So, while you won't have as much stamina to push yourself during the weightlifting workouts, you will burn more calories and fat. The ultimate results are you resembling a lean, mean, muscular machine. Women who want to lose weight and tone their muscles. Many women fall into this category, where their primary workout goal is to decrease fat/weight while toning up their muscles. It doesn't matter whether you start your workouts with cardio or weightlifting if you fall into this category. Most women who want to tone their muscles and burn fat aren't interested in performing any heavy lifting. You benefit from having your heart rate and metabolism increase early in your workout if you start with a low-intensity cardio session. Your body is primed for fat loss by the time you're ready to begin the weightlifting phase of your gym regimen. The fact that you won't be able to go as hard as you would have been able to if you didn't start your exercise session with a cardio routine won't make a difference because you don't want to grow massive muscles with your weightlifting sessions. Women looking to reduce weight and burn fat. If losing weight and burning fat is your main goal when you step into a gym, you should begin your workout with weightlifting and then move on to a low-intensity aerobic activity. The explanation for this is straightforward. The anaerobic energy system isn't nearly as effective as the aerobic energy system typically employed during cardio activities. Therefore, glycogen stored in your body is exhausted at a far faster pace while lifting weights than when running or swimming, for example. As a result, when you begin a workout by lifting weights, your glycogen reserves are depleted far more quickly, causing your body to start converting fat to energy, then muscle. This is advantageous to someone whose primary goal is to reduce weight, since your body will most likely begin burning fat even before you begin to exercise. In contrast, Someone who solely does cardio may spend up to an hour depleting glycogen reserves before starting the fat-burning process. The bottom line, when it comes to deciding whether you should do cardio or weightlifting first, an essential thing is to make sure you're receiving the correct quantity of both in the first place. If you do a lot of weightlifting but not enough exercise, your outstanding muscles will most likely be hidden behind layers of fat. Similarly, doing too much cardio without doing enough weightlifting will make you seem like a marathon runner rather than a lean, deadly, muscular monster. Before you can figure out whether you should do cardio or weightlifting first, you must first understand your body when starting a new exercise plan. The three primary body types are endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. Endomorphs. Endomorphs are pear-shaped persons and have a lot of fat on their bellies. If you have this body type, you'll probably have difficulty losing weight and keeping it off. So, bear that in mind while devising a fitness routine. Ectomorphs. Ectomorphs have a long and slender physique. These people have highly rapid metabolic processes, meaning their bodies burn fat quickly and readily, and they have no difficulty keeping it off. As a result, ectomorphs have problems developing muscular mass in their bodies. Mesomorphs. Mesomorphs are persons who fall somewhere in between the two groups mentioned above. Mesomorphs are muscular and well-built, with a fast metabolism and muscles that respond effectively to stimuli. As a result, these individuals have the most straightforward time reaching the ideal body. It's critical to figure out where you stand in all of this to optimize your gains. For example, if you're an ectomorph attempting to gain muscle, you'll want to start with the weights. If your primary objective is to reduce weight, you'd be better off lifting weights first if you're having trouble getting those layers of fat off. This is because your body's glycogen stores are exhausted at a significantly quicker pace if you begin with a weightlifting session. Because your body's glycogen stores must be exhausted before it can begin to burn fat, a person exercising with weights, for example, will reach the point when glycogen is depleted before a person who runs. So, if losing weight is a problem for you, it's only natural that you'd want to get to the gym and start burning fat as quickly as possible. All else is secondary to dedication. While it's critical to devote as much time as possible to studying how to get the most out of your exercises, reading many articles isn't going to help you get your ideal figure. It would be best if you still created a workout regimen that works for you. Create a dietary plan that ensures you're receiving all of the critical nutrients and vitamins you require. And, most importantly, go to the gym and work your tail off regularly. When it comes to sculpting the physique of your dreams, there is no alternative to hard effort and devotion. Make every effort to stick to your timetable as much as possible. If you're lost at a gym or need someone to push you to work harder, get a personal trainer and work out when it's most convenient for you so you don't miss a session. If you miss a session, make up for it as soon as possible. At the end of the day, whether you start with cardio or weightlifting, it's less significant than your mindset about working out. Let us know your thoughts about these tips in the comments.